Just last week, the Andover Huskies charged into Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse thirsting for revenge. The Cardinals won the first meeting by 22, but Andover took an 8-point lead to the half. Then Ellie Carver and the Cardinals took flight in the second. Carver had a career-high 24, and Coon Rapids held the edge in a seesaw battle. Destiny Artis hit a three-pointer with 35 seconds left, and the Cardinals earned the sweep with a 49-46 win. Now they meet a third time with the season on the line. The 7-4A playoffs start now on CTN. Welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's coverage of the Section 7-4A quarterfinals between the 4th seeded Coon Rapids Cardinals and the 5th seed Andover Huskies. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro sidelines, and Howie, very excited to see round 3 between these two teams. A much closer event last week than first time.
Yeah, and I think that's what Andover's looking at. I mean, we always talk it's tough to beat a team 3 times in a season, and I think Andover is looking at it as well. Coon Rapids, they were down by 8 at the break in that game last week, able to, with some good defense and some great play underneath by Ellie Carver, able to get the win. And you throw out the records at this point, it's a brand new season.
Absolutely. Cardinals knew going into that game last week that when they get the 4th seed, lose, they're probably going to Andover for this matchup instead for the first round of the playoffs. There's a look at your brackets. Anoka, the number 1 seed, hosting Duluth East tonight. St. Francis is hosting Blaine, and Forest Lake, the number 2 seed, gets Cambridge Ice Santee. Winners move on to Saturday afternoon and evening at North Branch.
Yeah, and that, obviously you want to continue to play. Your season's over if you lose, and winner of this game most likely will play the number 1 seed in Anoka, and that's going to be a tough matchup for either one of these two teams. But you got to think about today. You got to get past tonight, and then you worry about Saturday.
Well, and for the Andover Huskies, it was kind of a tale of two halves. They had that 8-point lead, then they had to change strategy in the second half, and a big part of that strategy was White and her perimeter shooting.
Yeah, Sid White coming off the bench, averaging actually the leading scorer for this club, averaging a little over 11 points, almost 4 boards per game. She had 10 in that loss last week to Coon Rapids, but she's a very good perimeter shooter, and they're going to look for her scoring ability tonight to see if she can pick up some slack in that area.
Well, and on the flip side, the Cardinals, they had given up some points in the paint in the first half, but Ellie Carver was dominant at both ends. They're going to need that again tonight, but the coaches, being superstitious, didn't want us to jinx anyone in the lineup. So the ISO tonight is the coaches.
Coaching staff with a record of 13-13 on the year. Yeah, I mean, these are the people that put this game plan together. They're the ones that go out and draw it up, and these young athletes have to come out and perform, and it's a big role for the coaching staff.
Well, and everything's on the line. It came down to the wire. Final minute basket by Destiny Artis, the deciding factor last week. But now the loser is done, and the winner moves to the semifinals.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Courtney Ackerman clicking her heels on her way into the playoffs. A lot of seniors on both sides, but more so for the Cardinals. And they don't want it to end tonight.
They do not.
Emily Deemer and Alexa Garcia in the backcourt for Andover, Elizabeth Donner and Allison Cole, the forwards, Lizzie Karp in the middle. Courtney Ackerman and Brooklyn Dixon, the guards for Coon Rapids. Caitlin Ackerman and Lainey Hanneman up front, and Ellie Carver is in the middle. And it was a really interesting battle last week for Andover. Karp led all scorers with 9 points in the first half, did not score in the second. White, who we talked about in the intro, was scoreless in the first and had 10 points to lead Andover in the game.
Yeah, it was a great battle between Karp and Carver down low, and I know we'll see the same here this evening.
Karp quickly draws that double team, works through it. It's a block for Carver.
Again,
and good, strong defense to start the night for the Cardinals.
Carver has the advantage in terms of just, body size and able to, to really back her down.
Ackerman in trouble, tried to get it to Courtney. Broken up by Emily Deemer, but it will stay Cardinal ball.
I asked Coach Peterson how was the week, or the couple of days anyway, of practice. She said really good. They put some new wrinkles into things. The teams have seen each other twice already. Want to try and throw something different at them.
Dixon on the crossover, stops up, back up top, Courtney. Back to Dixon on the left side. Cross court for Hanneman. 3-2 zone, not allowing that look underneath to Carver, and that was a big change. Ellie had a nice first half. Jump shot is good for Caitlin Ackerman to start the scoring.
Yeah, again, just work the ball around that perimeter and look for that open shooter. That time, Caitlin able to drop this off little shot to open the scoring.
Carver had 8 points in that first half, and then 16 in the 7th. Caitlin can't get it to go. Dixon, long rebound. Caitlin Ackerman back to the paint, draws the foul, in and out. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, again, just being aggressive on the offensive end. Caitlin Ackerman doing a nice job, and getting that loose basketball and getting the attempt up, rimmed out, but getting an opportunity to earn a couple from the stripe.
Quick start to the game for the Cardinals. Getting early opportunities, and Caitlin able to at least come away with 3 points so far. Garcia, long 3. It's off the mark. Dixon has the rebound, and the red shirts on the run. Slowing is Dixon. Cross to the left corner. Courtney back to the paint, kicks it out. Dixon for 3. She hit it.
Yeah, again, just work to that outside shot on the perimeter, and right now early on, Coon Rapids doing a good job hitting shots, and that's going to be important tonight. Shot percentage will be extremely important for both teams, obviously, if they're going to win this game.
Well, and I think getting themselves good looks early on and limiting Andover to just one attempt at the basket. Deemer thought about it, instead gives it up to Karp at the top of the key. Right side for Donner. Back to the post for Karp. Up top, three-pointer is just short for Allison Cole. Out of bounds, Coon Rapids basketball.
Yeah, Coach Pearson is saying, we just can't jack shots up today. We have to have important, when we get a look, we've got to be able to hit them, but don't just throw up the first opportunity you see. Work the ball around the perimeter, look for that open shot, and they've done so here early on.
Well, right side, Courtney Ackerman. Top for Dixon. Underneath, Caitlin driving the baseline. Nice look and nice finish, and Ackerman has 5.
Yeah, I mean, a great dish to a great assist, and the fact that she worked that back in, the defense just not playing on her, allowing that opportunity down low. Not a lot of pressure.
Garcia high on the right side. Back up top for Donner. Puts it on the floor. Garcia, a little pump. Down low, Karp. Back to Cole. Pass tipped away by Caitlin on the run. Able to keep it in bounds. Great play by Caitlin Ackerman. Laney, Hanneman around Brooklyn Dixon, and now Courtney Ackerman. She gets the bump. Won't be a shooting foul, but Andover under pressure early on. And Caitlin Ackerman, we've talked about her so often throughout her career. And that's impressive.
That's very impressive.
Hustle. Dixon, another three-pointer from the opposite corner. Timeout Andover.
Yeah, what a start for Coon Rapids. It's the best start that they could hope for. Again, just that outside shooting. And what that's going to do for them, Joe, as this game progresses, it'll loosen that middle up. And they're going to have to pull some people out on the perimeter, not give them open looks like you saw right there. It'll open up Ellie Carver's game a little bit more as well.
Andover obviously very conscious of where number 35 is on the floor. And they will be guarding her closely, but I was trying to say earlier, she only had 8 points, a solid first half, but then exploded in the second. And it was all because the Cardinals' other 4 were working so well at drawing them out.
Exactly. Well, that's exactly what they're doing here.
Getting it to Ellie behind the defense and giving her a lot of really easy looks in close.
Right. Well,
early on, they've found a couple opportunities for Caitlin Ackerman, and she's made a couple. And she's come up with a huge steal and 2 big 3-pointers by Brooklyn Dixon.
Well, it's all about defense and then obviously percentage shooting, which the Cardinals are doing here early on with that 11-0 lead. And Andover certainly could not have thought this game was probably as worse as it has for them. Still looking for that first point.
Right side for Cummings, back up top for Mackey, back to Cummings, top for Garcia. Cummings thought about this shot, gives it back to Sydney White. They do this, they throw out a near line change up the forwards, or in this case the backcourt. That defended well by Hanneman, recovered by Carver, and Dixon back to the other end, trying to get it into Hanneman. Hanneman able to get out to it, but not able to plant her foot.
We see defensively they're collapsing a couple of players around whoever is down low for Coon Rapids. You saw that time Hanneman, the 2 defenders on her.
White dribbling on the right side, back across for Mackey. Cummings, right side for Garcia. 3-pointer for White from way out, and she nailed it.
Now, we talked about her in the opening. She has, just a sophomore, again, she has great range. We saw it in that in the second half of that game last week, and we're seeing now that first three points of the game by Andover, and a nice shot from Sid White.
Pass too tall for Caitlin Ackerman, and Andover, after getting their first points, get a big turnover.
Destiny Artist coming into the game for Coon Rapids, hit that big 3 last week, Joe.
And then a pressure free throw.
And I was just going to say, and then a big free throw to solidify that win.
Cummings puts it on the floor against Artist, hands it off for Mackey. Picked up, and Artist will pick up the first infraction for the home team.
You see again, she's going to try and reach in, get some contact there.
White, left side for Cummings, puts it on the floor to the corner. Too tall for Karp, but recovering on the backside is Mackey. Garcia at the top. And White, another long 3. This one is off the mark, and a good hustle play for Cummings to get the rebound.
Yeah.
Cummings with the left hand, driving and drawing contact from Courtney Ackerman.
Yeah, she just out-hustled Destiny Artist to the basketball. So it'll be Courtney Ackerman's first, team second.
White will back out against Caitlin. Back in, hands off. Driving is Mackey. Cummings now. Right side for Karp. Up top. On the floor, Mackey to the paint. And drew another foul, and it's going to go against Courtney Ackerman as well.
That's her second. I think we're gonna see Dixon come back in, probably Courtney go out with those 2 personals early on. Coach Pearson thought there was a walk there, but
as did both Ackerman twins.
Yeah.
There
it is, the made up for it.
11-3 lead for the Cardinals, but Andover showing a little bit of grit, a little bit of pressure. Hanneman in the middle, her pass taken away by Garcia. She's on the run, has White with her. White is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Hanneman picking up the infraction, her first. So Coon Rapids pretty much 4 quick fouls. And White gets at least 1 from the stripe. Second one is off the mark. Karp tipped it, and White will track it down near center court. Into Karp, back out. White up top, Mackey in the corner. Mackey gets the screen there, and now hands off for Cummings. Garcia back for White. Right side, Mackey, and now Cummings. Andover a little more content to work the perimeter as we saw in the
there's
first
a double
game.
dribble.
Yeah, that was hard not to see.
The official was right there.
Every one of the fans became an official there, and White hits another one, and all of a sudden it's 11-7. So White has come onto the floor and scored 7 straight for Andover. Carver in the post, back up top. Dixon into the paint, off the glass and in. Mackey traveled before putting it on the floor, and another turnover for the Huskies.
There's head coach Micah Gork, part of his staff here supporting the girls, watching the game. They have their season finale Friday, which will be at Joe Young.
We will indeed.
And they're members of the basketball team, boys basketball team here supporting the girls.
West to Dixon. Down to Caitlin in the corner, cross court. West, open look for 3, that's short. The long rebound to Garcia, running right up the middle of the floor. Wow, how do you miss that? That's wow.
It's blatant, and I mean you could hear across the way of the boys basketball teams. You know, they certainly know what a travel is.
And the Cardinals called for an offensive.
Yeah, so all of a sudden the Cardinals with 5.
I mean,
yeah,
that's a walk in the park.
Yeah, you take a few steps. That's a second personal on Hanneman. 5th team foul.
Cummings up top and now to White. Left side, Deemer. Up top, Karp. Deemer. And she'll put it on the floor, watched by Dixon. Right side, White, another 3, and she hit it again.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put a body on her. She's just unconscious from outside the arc, and you know she's already got 10 points, 10 of the 12 Husky points here in the first half.
Since coming into the game about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Caitlin backing away, the steal by Cummings. Cummings running up the floor, Huskies with a chance to lead. West comes up with the steal for the Cardinals and attacks 1v3. There was an awful lot of contact for no foul, but Karp will get the secondary and will go to the line to shoot 2.
We're gonna see it again and just trying to go pretty much end to end. And you saw a little bit of a bump there, but there you'll see Karp pick up the infraction. That'll be her first, team 3rd. Joe, what looked like was Coon Rapids trying to run away with things. Andover's done a nice job of climbing back in.
A couple of big free throws.
Yes.
For Destiny Artis. Yeah, after an 11-0 run for the Cardinals to start the game, they got outscored 12-2, and all of a sudden it was a 1-point game. Good luck, but just over the fingertips of Elizabeth Donner underneath. And another turnover. And Andover, really what got them in trouble in the early goings of this first half was turnovers.
Oh, yeah, without question.
Dixon finds a little room, but hammers it off the side of the backboard. And now chases Deemer, and she, wow.
Call that on Dixon.
Sixth foul for the Cardinals. Courtney is going to check back in with 2 fouls.
We have her with 2, and you have Hanneman with 2.
Just over midway through the first half, Coon Rapids leading Andover 15-12. Cole rotates to Deemer in the corner. Back up top and around the horn go the Huskies. Deemer to Cole, high on the right side, into the corner for Deemer. White's pass out of the reach of Karp, and another turnover.
And that's going to be frustrating for Andover and head coach Rob Belschner.
And plays it off the glass.
And a nice feed from Ellie Carver. Big to big.
Nice steal again by Ackerman. She's on the run. She gets fouled, and will have to earn him from the charity stripe. Good recovery and good foul for Allison Cole.
Yeah, it's her second, but it is a good foul because it takes away a layup. And as you mentioned, now you got to earn them.
She is able to make 1 of 2. She's got 6 points, and the Cardinals have a 6-point lead. Karp kicks it out. 3-pointer is well off the mark for Emily Schildhauer. And a Cardinals timeout.
With 7:30 remaining in this opening half, a 6-point lead in the basketball. They'll talk about things. Again, that was a coach. I was a shot coach Belschner. I'm sure did not want to see his player taking.
Not only is Ellie Carver not scored yet, I don't know that they
haven't looked to her
at all.
No.
I don't know that she's taken a shot at all.
She has an assist.
She did have a nice assist. Hanneman in the middle to Dixon, and now Kate out of the reach of Ellie Carver. And that's really the first time I've even seen them look to pass to her underneath.
It is the first time. I mean, again, that battle between Karp and Carver is going to happen all night long.
Donner's pass tipped, went off of Carver. She recovers, kicks it out, but a travel before the shot by Mackenzie Mackey.
Yeah, Mackey just took that little extra step to set her shot up.
foul, and we'll see who it goes against.
Either one.
I think it's going to go Schildauer, yeah. No.
No, it's Carp.
Carp.
That's her second.
White and Cummings check back in. Donner and Schildauer will come out. Cole will replace Carp as well.
Again, Carp.
Line change.
Carp looking for her first points.
Quick inbound and a quick basket for Courtney Ackerman.
Yeah, and that's just a defensive lapse on the behalf of the Huskies.
Good pressure. Huskies able to pass out of it. Back out. Garcia for three. That's off the mark. Cummings not able to save it, but great effort.
Yeah, she stepped out. Well, I mean, this is falling in nicely for Coon Rapids again. Their missed shots, turnovers by Andover, allowing them to build that lead back up, back to 8.
Courtney dribbles into the middle, kicks out to Caitlin. Underneath to Carver. She can't get it to go. Swatted out of bounds by Mackey. No,
they're giving it to.
Garcia will come across midcourt. Right side for Cole. Back to Garcia. Mackey. Back out. White, another open look. This time won't fall. I'm not sure, but it's possible that's the first one she's missed. Dixon to Caitlin. 17-footer is good, plus the foul.
Wow.
She nailed it.
Yeah, and that's a foul you cannot take if you're Andover. I mean, that ball she fouled her just right as the ball left her. You're going to see it again, just the quick outlet from Dixon. I mean, shot was already out of her hand. That's something that you cannot take a foul like that.
That'll put Andover at 6, so both teams with 6 fouls. And Caitlin able to cash in on the three-point opportunity.
Yeah, leads back to 11 now.
Three-pointer for Cummings is off the mark. Rebound tipped. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies. Cardinals lead right back to 11, where they had once established it.
Yes.
About 9 minutes ago in this half. Cummings is fouled by West, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Her first personal, 7th foul. Andover is in the bonus, but there's 2 shots for number 31 density. No issue. Good help, Lex. Linda Montano returns for the court.
Cummings able to hit them both. Dixon right side for Artis. Pressure comes from White. Back to the right side for Caitlin Ackerman. Ackerman will put it on the floor, split a couple of defenders. Great look to Lexi West. She can't finish. Ackerman had another look. She couldn't get that to go either, and Donner ended up with the rebound. White showing off the dribbling skills, but can't lay it up with the left hand. Cardinals in control and back running the other way.
Again, limit to 1 shot, get the rebound, go back down and work your offense.
Caitlin down low for West. Short jumper for Kennedy Kerr wouldn't go. West was tied up. Andover recovers. Cummings right side for White. White dribbles to the lane, kicks it out for Cummings. On the floor, leaves it for White again. Backing around that perimeter, watched by Caitlin Ackerman. Garcia now at the top of the key, puts it on the floor left hand, back out to Cummings. Corner is Donner. Cummings again. White dribbling left hand. Garcia open look for three. That's not going to fall. Rebound tip controlled by Caitlin Ackerman, and she's just going to run up court. Takes it right at Garcia. And the shot is off the mark. Donner the rebound off the backside, and we got a horse race.
Yeah.
Back and forth along the Roger E. Carlson floor. Three-pointer is good by Sydney White. And wow, was that way outside.
I mean, she's got range, and she hit, she hit nothing but net on that one. 13 points. 13 of the 17 for Andover here in the first half.
Artist cross court. Kerr recovers. Caitlin Ackerman cross court tipped and stolen. Great hustle by Mackenzie Mackey. Garcia had it tipped away by Artist. The three-pointer by Mackey won't go. Long rebound, Lexi West.
And she's
and
fouled.
We've got contact for Mackenzie Mackey.
Sid White just doing a great job. I mean, look at the range here. I mean, how do you stop that? I mean, again, just a great shot.
Well, especially the last couple times she's touched, she's tried to take it inside, or at least made the Cardinal defense think about her trying to take it inside. Lexi West, a 1-for-1 opportunity. And she's able to roll in the first and earn the second.
Yeah, you talk about free throws. Again, important. The Cardinals with the lead, but they want to continue to build this lead. And we've seen it at 11 twice in this game.
And West able to hit them both.
Kylie Hetwer in for Coon Rapids.
White gets a screen, dishes for Donner, back to Cummings. Deemer thought about this shot. Gets it to Girth. And now White crossing over against Caitlin and now backing away. Getting to the charity stripe and not getting the roll. The rebound by Hetwer. And her pass too tall for Destiny Artis.
Yeah, and those got to drive Coach Peterson crazy. Just the outlook pass, turning it over.
Deemer long three. That's going to be short. Good rebound underneath by Girth. Out to White. Girth in the corner. Pump fake. Drives baseline. Garcia has time. Her shot won't fall. Rebound by Caitlin Ackerman. She's staying out of the reach of White down the sideline. Backdoor Hanneman puts it home. Cards lead by 10.
Yeah, what a nice assist there. Just the nice little bounce pass to Hanneman.
And another three, this time by Deemer. Artis looking to answer at the other end. That's well off the mark. And then she steals it back. Little floater won't go either. Hanneman the rebound. Okay. Deemer. 3-point. Won't go. Rolled off. Tracked down in the corner by Girth. White forces it up. Deemer's hammered. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
Is that Hanneman, though? That'd be her third. Nope.
No, it's going to be Courtney's
third.
It's going to say it's one or the other.
Yeah. Dixon and Carver back in for the Cardinals.
Exactly 90 seconds left in this first half. And Deemer able to cut it back to 5. Artis back to Dixon. Cross court, just out of the reach of Garcia. Down low, Carver too strong. The rebound by Donner and Andover. Back on offense. Donner, pump fake. Up top, Deemer. Garcia now. Cross to Cummings. Cummings will take the three. Off the mark. Breakaway for Ellie Carver. Told to dunk it. She pump fakes. Waits for the traffic to clear and gets her first points of this first half.
Yeah, just finally able to get on the scoreboard.
And again, it might be maybe her second shot attempt. Garcia running the right side and able to drop in the layup.
Yeah, because she missed one in close earlier.
Under 30 seconds remain in the first half. Lead stands at 5 for Coon Rapids. High post, Hanneman turns and shoots, misses everything, and the Huskies will have the chance to look at a last shot opportunity, and they put White back on the floor. You got to think with the way she shot in this first half, they might look to get her open.
You would think.
Oh, and they got in her head. She forced it up with 7 seconds. Oh, boy. Carver from midcourt, that won't go. But credit to the Cardinal squad, the Cardinal crowd. They got in her head and she forced it up as their mythical clock was ticking down. The Cardinals get to the locker room with a 5-point lead. We'll take a break and get some reaction right after this. You're watching girls basketball Section 7-4A quarterfinals on CTN.
I'm a single mother and I was the main one working, so I never thought that I could go back to school, you know. My sister, my mother, everybody wanted to help me with my kids. I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson. You're watching CTN's presentation of Section High School Girls Basketball. We're at the break. It's a 29-24 lead for Coon Rapids. I'm here with head coach Deb Peterson. Coach, you had an 11-point lead twice in this game. You able to hold on for that 5-point lead. Talk a little bit about what you saw and the things you liked and the things maybe you want to correct in that first half.
We're doing a great job of keeping them out of the paint and forcing them into long shots. We're not doing as great a job of getting out on their shooters as we need to, and they've hit threes, which has kept them in the game.
Yeah, Sid White's got, I believe, 13 points, and from long range. I mean, is there anything you're going to adjust and put a defender out on her and in her face a little bit more?
Well, we've been telling them to get out, so now we'll emphasize it now that we've got a couple extra minutes to talk to them, and we'll get out there. It'll be fine.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. Let's talk to the girls. We'll take a break and be back to wrap or to talk about first half stats and highlights right after this.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Coon Rapids a 29-24 lead as we reach halftime of this Section 7-4A quarterfinal. And boy, did they start, Shapiro. They came out and scored the first 11 points of the game. Caitlin Ackerman and Brooklyn Dixon doing all of that scoring and carrying the load for the Cardinals with a combined 17 points at the half. But then Sydney White came into the game about 5 minutes in, and she can shoot.
Oh, she shot the lights out in that first half, 13 points. And
4 of them from three-point range, plus a free throw. And Andover has kept it interesting. The Cardinals have pushed it back to 11 points twice. Still, they were trailing by 8 last week and came back to win. This time, they're up by 5 going to the locker room.
Yeah, and I kind of nicely asked Coach Peterson, are you going to have a girl step out and defend on that three? She said, well, we told them to. So it's a matter of them stepping out and getting a hand in the face of a defender. But you have to like the fact they're up, obviously, by 5. They have the potential to increase that lead. They'll look to do that here in the second half.
We'll take another break and get reaction from head coach Rob Belschner of the Huskies after this. You're watching CTN's coverage of the Section 7 4A girls basketball playoffs.
Got a quarter?
We're back at the barn in Coon Rapids. We're at the break, 29-24 lead for Coon Rapids. I'm here with Andover head coach Rob Belschner. And Coach, talk a little bit about what you saw in that first half from your squad.
Well, we came out a little bit flat, and they came out with high energy. They hit some shots. They got some good middle penetration and kicks, and made some nice shots. But we were able to kind of bounce back and recoup a little bit. So hopefully we can keep that going.
Talk about your player, Sid White, coming off the bench and hitting with 13 points. Really important for you guys to her be able to hit that shot from the perimeter.
Yeah, she's an unbelievable scorer. She's our leading scorer. She comes off the bench. She provides spark. When she gets going, we let her go.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Joe, back to you, my friend.
Well, thank you. Moments away from this second half. Again, anything can happen, especially in a playoff game. Now, last week, Andover had that 8-point lead at the half, and Coon Rapids came back very strong and got away with a 3-point win in the end. This time the Cardinals have the lead. Will Andover be able to respond?
Well, that's the key. I mean, they were up by 8 at the break, and Coon Rapids came back and won. Will they be able to reverse that tide, being down at the break and coming back here in the second half?
Sorry, that was ball checked before the game by Tom Brady.
She left Zach hanging. Cardinals get the opening possession here in the second. High post for Carver, into the corner for Caitlin, back to Carver. Courtney on the left side, looking inside to Hanneman. She'll get it off the glass, and the Cardinals start quickly in the second.
And Andover turns the ball over, and that's exactly the way the Cardinals wanted. They wanted to work that first possession, wanted to get 2 points from it at least, and continue to try and build that lead, and then the Huskies turned the ball over.
Good hustle. Not the best return pass.
Where's the ball?
Where's that other ball?
Hey, they just threw a ball in. Yeah, she should probably just waited and walked it up. Instead, she threw it under the bench.
Dun, dun,
there we
dun,
go. Oh, we have a basketball. I meant to do that.
All right, back to action. Brooklyn Dixon to Caitlin Ackerman. Backdoor to Courtney Ackerman. Slip between. Oh, wow. Called for the travel. Tried to slide between a couple of defenders and slid the foot instead.
We'll take another look. She's going to.
Andover promptly turns her right back over.
So that's 2 possessions here in the second half, 2 turnovers. And Cardinals, when they get this opportunity, they will have to score. They should score.
Hanneman turns, steps up, off the glass, rattles around but out. Garcia with speed to the other end. And Courtney Ackerman going to be called for number 3.
Called her for the push. Her fourth. The unfortunate thing, she'll have to sit a little while.
Garcia to Deemer, down into the post for Karp. Back up top, Donner for 3. That bounces high off the rim, around on the floor. Hanneman is tied up by Garcia, and that will get the ball back for the Huskies. Inbound to Deemer, thought about the 3, puts it on the floor, drives instead, rolls it across the top, and Carver controls for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and again, she had a nice look inside. She just couldn't get the ball to fall.
Caitlin Ackerman in the corner, cross court to Destiny Artis. Inside to Hanneman, turns and can't get it to fall. Cole controls and will bring it up for Garcia.
Yeah, she didn't have the best angle that she needed, but couldn't get that short one to drop.
Garcia working it on the floor against Artis. And now Donner on the right side. Donner in the left corner. Garcia up top. Deemer had thought about it. A little pump from Donner. Garcia into Karp in the post. Turns, faces against Carver. Battling and able to score off the glass and in. Her first points of the game.
Yeah, and again, she had 9 in the first half last game, scoreless in the second half. Now she was scoreless in the first half, just her first 2 here in half number 2.
Ackerman to Artis. Left side, spins, finds a little bit of room. Caitlin rather, has the open look, and she drops the jump shot.
She has 11. She leads all scorers for Coon Rapids.
Garcia spins, and there's the quick hands of Brooklyn Dixon to tie her up and steal it back for the Cardinals.
And that pleased Coach Peterson. Good hustle on the defensive end, able to take that ball away. 7-point lead with the basketball.
"15 minutes remain, a 7-point lead for the Cardinals. Hanneman high post, left side, Artis from 17. That's in and out, tipped and controlled by Karp. And now White will run the floor for the Huskies. Right side by Mackey. Great hands by Caitlin. Great hustle. How is that not a foul? My goodness.
Wow, there's 3 officials here. Are they watching the same thing? I mean, look at the contact. How do you not call a foul? I don't get it.
White back in control for the Huskies. Mackey drives and
wow.
Back up top is Karp. She'll think about the 3, and that's off the mark, tipped and controlled by Brooklyn Dixon. Hanneman stops and pops. That won't go. Rebound tip to Carver. She fights for it, scores, plus the basket.
Yeah, and that's going to be 3 on Karp.
Basket counts by Carver. Foul call by number 20, Lindsay Karp. They'll go to the line for 1.
The push back to Carver, able to keep control, get the bucket, earn the 3rd point from the stripe.
Karp will come out, replaced by Donner. Carver hits it, back to double digits is the lead for Coon Rapids. Mackey. Hand check's going to be called against Lainey Hanneman.
That's her 3rd.
Cummings up top. Deemer will drive to the paint. Pivot, back out, White for 3. This one's short. Dixon has the rebound. And the Cardinals will patiently set. Caitlin pumped, tried to force it inside. Donner deflected. Cummings on the run. And they're going to call Caitlin for leading on it.
That'll be her first, team third.
And a timeout for the Cardinals.
The Cardinals with the 10-point lead call this timeout. And again, the foul called on Caitlin Ackerman. Plenty of time left in this game. 13-25. Hey, Joe, you know what would be a real tweet?
What's that?
If you get back on Twitter.
I got back on Instagram the other day and shocked my son. Said, were you on Instagram? I'm like, how'd you know? He's like, because you liked a couple of pictures I posted forever ago.
It's like, yeah. You're a little late to the party, but you're there. Check us out, twitter.com/CTN Coon Rapids. Make sure you follow us. You can all hope for the return of Joe Young on Twitter.
People are quivering with anticipation.
They're making a documentary out of it.
Cardinals back in possession, trailing by 10. Girth up top, and now White. Into the corner for Deemer, drawing Carver well away from the basket. Cummings trying to force it inside, and guess who's there?
It's Ellie Carver.
It is. And the Cardinals will get it to her down low, working against Donner, and she'll score.
You know, that's what we saw a lot of that game last week. I mean, we talked about her career high of 24, but she was automatic underneath.
Quickly to the other end, missing in close is Girth, and the Cardinals have the rebound. And if they can get Andover to take those quick shots and have one look that is marginal at best at the basket each trip, they'll take it. West, open look, but can't get the shot to fall. Ackerman tips it to herself and then is bumped by Deemer and draws the foul.
Well, Kayla's done a nice job on, really on both ends of the floor. She's done really nicely defensively. She's been hustling the basketballs, and she's got 11 points to go with that night.
Ackerman in some traffic, and she got smacked. She dragged her feet.
Yeah.
I thought she caught one in the...
I think she did.
In the lip?
She did, but she must have moved her feet previous to that.
White left side for Donner. Cummings on the move. She's going to get the foul and go to the line and shoot two.
Call that on Carver, I believe.
Yeah, and I don't think Ellie agreed that there was a foul there, but maybe.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of it. So that will be up.
They're saying it was before the shot.
Yeah. So that was Ellie's first, team fourth.
She'll still come out and be replaced by Lainey Hanneman, who has 3. Just under 12 minutes remaining, and Cummings missed them both. Artis ties up with Donner. Possession arrow favors the Cardinals. Rebound, Destiny Artis.
You get a lot of support from a number of players on this squad. A lot of good defenders on this team as well.
Artis will put it on the floor, and she is fouled by Alyssa Girth.
That'll be her first, team third.
Artis from 15 hits it.
Yeah, again, you find the shooter. She's got plenty of space, not a defender in her face, and she's able to drop it. 14-point lead for the Cardinals.
Bobbling it was Girth, but able to recover. White, top of the key. Left side, Deemer for 3. That's short. Brooklyn Dixon the rebound. Cardinals have the numbers down court. Hanneman is with her. Hanneman will score on the fast break.
Timeout taken by Andover.
Is 16.
Yeah, again, the Cardinals came out. They scored that first bucket to start the second half, and they really haven't looked back. They've been able to had a 5-point lead, open it to 15. Well, I think Andover's
11 unanswered here.
Andover's only scored 2 points here in the second half.
Correct. Good math, Shapiro.
Yeah, you know, I thought about taking off my shoes and socks, but then I think I can get this. I carried the 2 and divided it by 3, and I got the answer. Nice crowd here tonight, here on our side of the
It was a little odd that you get to this point in the season, you come in, there's no JV
I know.
game.
Yep. You're expecting that.
They're right now checking out Twitter. Not them.
No, but
the
they
high
were.
school kids we just saw checking out Howie Shapiro on Twitter.
That's exactly. Looking, where the
Checking
heck is
out
Yund?
Twitter game.
Where is Yund? It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Yund?
Right side for Girth. Karp trying to drop it over the middle, but Brooklyn Dixon out jumping Cummings for it. That pass deflected, saved by Hanneman along the sideline. West up top, trying to look underneath for Dixon, tipped away out of bounds by Karp. And Ellie Carver is going to check back in.
Now they're moving Carver and Hanneman in and out of the lineup. Lady takes a seat on the bench with 8 points.
Carver for 3, that was well short. White has the rebound. And too much on that one, trying to get it to Girth. Good return pass this time.
Yeah, it was a different person too, though.
Both photographers.
Yeah.
Ackerman will get it back. And full court pressure from the Huskies. Up court with numbers, and Girth will get the foul.
Got a little contact. It'll be her second, team fourth.
Artis drives baseline, gets the foul on White, and will go to the line to shoot 2. That's the first on Sydney White.
And White yet to score here in this first half. Again, nice move by Destiny to create herself an opportunity.
Kennedy Kerr will check back in. And Artis misses them both. Karp has the rebound. Andover needs some points in a hurry. Foul's going to be called against Kerr. Bumped Girth trying to get around the corner.
That'll be her first, team fifth.
Deemer will come back in to replace Girth. Garcia to inbound from underneath the Cardinal basket. Karp up top. Cummings will turn and look at Dixon into the corner for Deemer. Up top, Garcia. Left side for Cummings. Cross court, high post. Back across to Garcia. White thought about that long 3 and then thought better of it. You don't want to give her that thought too many times, though.
No.
Deemer steps up, now gives it up to Karp for the 17-footer, and she hits it.
She has 4. 42-28 lead for Coon Rapids. Again, pressure by the Husky defense. They're trying to create, they need turnovers. They're trying to create them.
West steps through, gets the foul. It's going to be called, I believe, against Deemer. No, they're going to give it to Cummings.
So that'll be her first. Team 6th.
Almost to the midway point of this first half, or second half rather. And Coon Rapids will be in the bonus from here on out.
Yeah, it's a good situation.
One foul left to give. Carver tried to spin, and she's tied up and traveled. Good defense on the interior by Andover.
We'll start again, just move that ball underneath.
Pass over the top, out of bounds. And the Cardinals take over. Allison Cole will check back in. Lizzie Karp will get a break. Cardinals will get Dixon back on the floor. Caitlin Ackerman to Kennedy Kerr on the left sideline. That pass deflected, taken away by the Huskies.
Oh.
Good hustle by Artis to tip it away, and Ackerman will turn back up floor. Into the corner for Kennedy Kerr. Another pass tipped, and this time taken away by Deemer.
Yeah.
And she is going to be called for the charge. Good defense by Brooklyn Dixon.
Yeah, I like the way Dixon was coming back and trailing on the defensive side. You're gonna see it does a nice job. Let's make sure she gets her feet set. Does a good job. Good hustle on defense.
Artis able to get it across the line. Lots and lots of traffic. And finally a reach in, and then Artis is thrown to the floor by Mackenzie Mackey. Cardinals fans want a tee. Doesn't look like they're going to get it. Artis will go to line and shoot a 1-and-1. Misses the front end. Cole has the rebound for Andover. Nobody gets back to get Mackey. Mackey missed the basket.
What'd they call that on?
You're going to call it on Mackey.
Andover.
Yep, she came back in, and Hanneman had position.
That'll be her third.
And it'll put Hanneman back at the line for a 1-and-1. Hanneman able to hit the first. She hits them both back to a 16-point lead with 8 minutes to go in the contest.
Yeah, I mean, you just hold on to it. You solidify your lead by hitting those shots from the stripe. Nice job by Hanneman. Artis going to get called. Her second, team 6th.
Inbound goes to White. She'll work against Artis. Hands it off for Deemer. Cuts to the lane, kicks it out. Garcia will bring it back up top. Donner on the move. stops up, needs help. White there at the top of the key. Works it to the left. Backs away now from Artis. Right side for Deemer. Deemer will put it on the floor. Lost the handle. Back to the corner. Garcia has a look. Well off the mark. Rebound tipped. Battled for. And out of bounds. It'll be Coon Rapids ball. Caitlin across center court into the corner for Carver. Backdoor too tall for Destiny Artis, and a turnover by the Cardinals.
Yeah, Ellie took a step around a defender and just a little bit too much mustard on that pass.
Pass a little tall, but Deemer able to reel it in. White driving, getting contact, and she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Now she can't get her shot from the outside. She's going to try to drive the lane and hit it from inside. And there you see infraction. Destiny Artis picking it up, her third, team seventh.
A little more than 11 minutes into this second half, and that's only their 5th point. She's not able to hit the second, but good rebound. Donner's shot won't go. Out of bounds to the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's White's first point of the second half.
Well, it's the first point scored by Andover,
right,
that it wasn't scored by Lizzie Karp.
Yep.
I mean, again, that's only their 5th point, more than 11 minutes into this half. Cardinals have done a nice job of limiting their opportunities. Into the paint is Dixon. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, I like the thought. Brooklyn Dixon able to create that little bit of space in front of the basket.
Deemer for 3, she hits it. Andover desperately needed that, and they need a lot more here with 6 minutes to go and down by 12.
And the Cardinals can, basically take their time, work the ball around the perimeter, taking time off the clock.
Dixon for 3. That won't go. Good rebound by Cole. And the Huskies quickly up court. White drives the lane, gets the foul, goes to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go against Caitlin Ackerman.
That'll be her second.
On the line, number 34, Stephanie White.
Courtney Ackerman coming back in for Coon Rapids with her 4 personals.
White able to hit them both this time. And the lead's back to 10. Courtney across to Brooklyn Dixon. Hanneman into the front court. Put it on the floor, steps up, hits the jump shot off the glass and in.
Leads at 12. Cardinals call a timeout with 5:22 remaining.
It's 12 points for Lainey Hanneman in the game to now be the Cardinals team leader.
Yeah, again, she finds that spot open. Nice little kiss off the glass. Tommy G class of 73 spinning the tunes here tonight.
There he is.
There he is. Tommy G.
Says so right on his hat. Established 1973.
Yep. Tommy was established in 1973. Where he graduated.
I was.
You were?
Yep. It's a good year, 73.
Yep.
5:22 to play in this Section 7 4A quarterfinal. Huskies starting to see their chances slip away here. 12-point deficit, and the urgency has to be now.
It does, you know, and they can't spend a lot of time moving the ball around looking for that shot. They're going to have to try and get it down low, I think.
And they need to get some stops on defense. Cummings open look for three. That's well off the mark. Carver has the rebound.
Again, you know, Dixon slowing it down. That's what you want to do. You want to take time, continue to take time off the clock.
Well, especially when Andover has fallen away from the full court pressure. Cardinals working it inside and out. Courtney Ackerman in the corner. She'll put it on the floor. Drive baseline. Tried to get it across to Caitlin Ackerman. Tipped away out of bounds. And that's not a problem.
Nope.
For a Coon Rapids team hoping to play at 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
In North Branch.
North Branch.
Yep, in North Branch. Take the drive. Pack a lunch, take the drive.
We've been working on establishing the TV rights. We're not sure whether we will be making the trip or not.
We hope to. Highlights hasn't let us know yet.
High post, Hanneman down low in the post. Carver spins to her left hand. Can't get it to roll home. Cummings has the rebound. Down to 4:15 left. Left side, Girth back to White. White steps inside, throws it up on the run. And the Cardinals have another rebound. Cross court. Nice pass. I don't know how Dixon got that through, but she threaded the needle to Ellie Carver for the easy basket.
She really did.
Three-pointer for White. This one isn't going to fall. Rebound to the line and not saved, so it'll be good save. Cummings was...
Again, there are two defenders right there, and a third on Dixon.
Huskies work in the perimeter. Girth in the corner. Finds Cole for the open jump shot. She leaves it short. Carver has the rebound. And the Cardinals will take their time coming across midcourt. Up by 14. Just need to play smart basketball, and their ticket punched for the semifinal round. Courtney drives, too much on it. The rebound by White.
And she had the angle. She had the ability to get to the hoop, but
three-pointer by White is short. Caitlin has the rebound. Leaves it to Carver, and now Dixon will get it up court. Courtney will get it back to Dixon. Caitlin Ackerman left side. Cross court to Courtney Ackerman. High post, Hanneman. Carver driving baseline, and that one won't fall.
Get the short little shots inside.
Timeout Andover. Yeah, a couple of pretty good looks for the Cardinals that they haven't been able to drop. They could have really put the hammer into the Huskies.
I mean, they have a nice 14-point lead, but you're right, it could be bigger than that.
14, there's still a chance of 2:18 to go.
Yeah, they are, but it's going to be a tough one. Only 10 points scored so far in this half by the Huskies.
Well, and it came in a spurt of 3.5, 4 minutes. like almost all but 2 of their points in the second half. But the scoring pace has slowed dramatically.
It has.
I mean, since Hanneman hit the jump shot off the glass, that was at 5:22. There's only been one other basket, and that was Carver on that great feed from Brooklyn Dixon. That came with 5:22, so in about 3 minutes of basketball, or a little more, those were the only points scored, is those 2 baskets. Down under 2 minutes remaining. Girth will take the 3. That won't go. Cole, good rebound. Follow won't go. And she's not able to save it a second time and beat Coon Rapids basketball.
And good effort to try and save that second time, but just couldn't keep her foot in bounds.
Inbound taken away. Great steal by Deemer. White driving and able to score. Here comes that full court pressure again.
Timeout taken by the Cardinals.
Coach Peterson going to call a timeout. Didn't like the fact that it took him as long as it did to try and get that ball in bound.
Just over 90 seconds remaining in the half. The Cardinals comfortable up 12.
Yeah, it's a comfortable lead, obviously, but you want to get rid of, run those 90 seconds off and move on to the next round. I'm entertained by the guys across the way from us. Getting a little shadow boxing in. There's Red.
Yeah, the Rocky
Look at
theme.
Red.
Rocky theme goes. Everybody wants to box.
There they go.
Playing the part of the trainer is Zach Hussein. Cardinals in possession with a 12-point lead, 91 seconds to play. Inbound goes to Dixon. Cummings and White surround her, and the foul's going to go against White.
Yep. Her second, team 10th. But now you have the ability here from the stripe to grow your lead, because Andover's going to have to. They're going to have to foul because they need possession.
Dixon spins it all the way around, but it spits back out. Still an opportunity here to make it at least 5 possessions. She is able to hit the second one. Three-pointer for Cummings, won't go. Dixon tips the rebound. Chased and out of play off of the Cardinals.
Dennis wouldn't be happy you doing that, biting that bottle with your teeth.
White thought about it, kicks it over to Girth, and now Garcia in the corner. To White up top, backs away from Caitlin Ackerman. Cummings on the right side. Cummings distracted by Kennedy Care's dive to the floor. Coughed up the basketball. And now the foul is going to be called, I believe, against Garcia. And it will send Care to the free throw line at the other end. No, it's going to go against Cummings.
Cummings, that's her second. Under a minute.
Only 1 of 2. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Nope, before they got out of bounds, Lady Hanneman's going to be called for the foul. That'll be her fourth. So a 1-and-1 opportunity for Deemer, and she's able to roll the first one in. Deemer hits them both. Deemer will be the one to get the foul, and Courtney Ackerman will be the one to go try some free throws.
Yeah, obviously the clock's not your friend if you're Andover, and you have to stop it as much as you can.
For the Cardinals, number 15, Courtney Ackerman.
Everybody's having a good time.
Courtney Ackerman hits them both. Andover quickly to the front court, but White will take the three-pointer. It's off the mark. Good rebound by Girth. Back out to White. White inside, outside, well off the mark. Out of bounds. 33 seconds left in Coon Rapids basketball. Kylie Detmer checking back in.
And number 22, Ashley Flatham.
Ashley Flatham getting the opportunity here in the ball game.
Knocked away out of bounds by Deemer. West into the front court. Pass was out of the reach of Flatham, and
they're going to get Hanneman. That'll be her fifth. She's out. She'll fall out with 12 points. Sydney Kerr coming into the game for the Cardinals.
Deemer hits 1 of 2 again, but this time Cummings with the rebound. Throws one up quick, it won't go. Scramble for the rebound, controlled by Sydney Kerr. Quickly down court, Hatwer alone. She scores off the glass.
54-39.
A three-pointer at the buzzer is good for Cummings, but it won't be enough. The Cardinals are moving on.
Yeah, nice win for Coon Rapids, and again, you know, they had this the third time they've beaten them this year, and it's we talked about always hard to do, Joe, but in the most important matchup of the year, they're able to get the victory again.
We will take a short break and be back with some post-game reaction after this. You're watching CTN's coverage of the Section 7-4A girls basketball playoffs.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
Welcome back to Coon Rapids High School. We've been watching CTN's presentation of girls Section 7 4A playoff basketball. Coon Rapids victorious with a 54-42 win over Andover. I'm here with one of the stars of the game, Caitlin Ackerman, and of course, Coach Peterson, as always. Caitlin, I'm going to talk to you first. I thought you guys did a really nice job defensively, really all evening long. The last time you played them, you were down by 8 at the break, up this time by 5, and you did a nice job coming out. You scored right away. You guys scored right away in the second half. You guys didn't look back.
Yeah, I mean, our goal at the beginning of the game was to come out with intensity. We knew it was anyone's game, and we just knew whoever fought would end up on top.
One of the many things I like about your ball club is that you've got a number of young ladies contributing, especially defensively. You know, when you guys talk about what you want to do as a team defensively, what's the mindset for you guys?
Well, first of all, defense starts our offense, so we need to get the ball first. So just focusing on the little things, being in help defense, deflections, just little things to help get the ball.
11 points on the night. Certainly, congratulations on that. And your season still is alive. I'm not sure who you're going to play. Most likely will be Anoka on Saturday. Your thoughts for that game?
You know, we just got to come out strong, hard intensity, and hopefully things go well.
Well, thanks. Congratulations on the win. Go back and celebrate with your teammates. Coach, you have to love the way that your girls reacted, coming out, getting that basket right to start that second half. And they just did a really nice job offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I mean, they did exactly what we talked about in the locker room at halftime. Just take control of the game. It doesn't matter what Andover does. We just have to execute our stuff, and I thought they did a really good job of that in the second half.
Not Ellie's usual night, obviously, point production, but you got to be happy with some of the other girls stepping up offensively and producing.
Yeah, and even just having Ellie on the court and posting up inside helps open things up for our guards. I thought we did a great job of looking for the high-low stuff and forcing Andover to have to adjust, and yeah, other girls stepped up.
Exciting to move on in the next section game. Your thoughts coming up on Saturday?
It's going to be a good one. I mean, Anoka on a neutral court. We played them tough last time we had them, so I'm excited. It'll be good.
We're excited, too. Congratulations on the win. We're going to take a break and be back to wrap things up right after this.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, a victorious start to the section playoffs for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, 54-42, and they're able to beat the Huskies for the third time this season, and they did it mostly without Ellie Carver, other than as mostly a decoy.
Yeah, and as Coach Peterson talked about, just her presence on the court really helped because, it drew attention to her and away from maybe some of the other players. But I just like the defensive intensity of this team. And you came out and you established yourself in the second half, and they didn't let Andover get back into this game and didn't make it a close contest.
Yeah, they came out especially strong to start the second half. They already had the 5-point lead, but they came out fast and pushed it up to 16, and for the most part were able to cruise through the second half of this second half.
Yeah, they did cruise through the second half of the second half. And again, there's we saw Carver do a good job of limiting Carp. She's gotten a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, Carp only 4 points?
I believe, yes, 4
points.
points.
Nothing in the first half.
Nope. And there you see again, what Ellie did and has done to Andover. Just a nice job inside.
Well, and Sydney White pretty quiet in the second half.
Yeah.
Only had 1 basket and 3 free throws for her 5 points. But a nice night for her, obviously, with 18 points. But the Cardinals get a dozen from Lainey Hanneman, who had a really strong showing, especially those mid-range jump shots. And then Brooklyn Dixon hit a couple of early threes. Finishes with a nice night as well.
Yeah, contribution from a number of athletes, and that's what you want to see, especially when your big player underneath isn't having her usual evening, and other players pick up the slack, and they did a nice job at it.
Well, and the next matchup, certainly the most important now for the Cardinals. They move on to the semifinals, presumably to face number 1 seed Anoka. That game is at 4 o'clock on Saturday in North Branch, and we perhaps will have it for you here on CTN. Certainly we will be back here at the barn Friday night for the boys' regular season finale as the Cardinals host the Irondale Knights. We'll follow the boys into the playoffs as well. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Coon Rapids 54 and Andover 42. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.